Just a bit of a follow-up on the red snapper spinach planting that we did maybe 2 weeks ago. As you can see, it's germinated. That's it right there. But what also germinated was millions of chickweed. Bed preparation on this one was obviously not good. For some reason, the chickweed is overrunning us. So, mediocre germination, massive weed presence. The immediate solution, I think, we are going to burn this out, flame weed it, and replace it with lettuce. Okay, so I did a little bit of hand weeding in here just to further demonstrate the point. This is our red snapper spinach, kind of in here. And all of this other green that looks so great back here is chickweed. And if you look down the bed row, you can see it's pretty much the same all the way down. So with this, you can go through and weed out all the chickweed the best you can, but this particular spinach was meant to be a baby leaf, so it needed to be in tight cluster, and the germination rate is nowhere near where I needed it to be. So note to self, increase the roller or change the roller out so that you get more seed drop per inch, and tighten the rows up a little bit. But also the bed prep here is just not good enough. It just wasn't done well enough, and all of the chickweed seed bank that was sitting in the soil is now starting to germinate now that the soil temperatures are coming down. So the only real way to deal with this is to just flame weed it out, and we're going to plant some lettuce starts right back through it without disturbing the soil surface, or doing so as little as possible so we don't bring up more of a weed bank. But the chickweed has made this bed just untenable, and sometimes you need to just know when to cut your losses and start over. And the better you get at coming to terms with a failed bed, and the sooner you address the failed bed, less wasted time. And we always keep starts on hand, so if anything like this happens, we could just plug something in and keep it going. So all in all, we lost about 10 days on this bed, which is not too bad considering how bad it could have been. But we're going to go ahead and terminate this out with a flame weeder and throw some lettuce in. Okay, it's been a couple days since we were out here in the plot. This bed behind me was the bed that was supposed to be red snapper spinach that kind of got overrun by, what was it, chickweed. Yeah. So to fix that, we came in and we flame weeded the surface and killed off everything, the spinach, the chickweed, all that, and then left the surface undisturbed to kind of minimize future germination. And as you can see down in here, the lettuce is taking quite well, and those heads are starting to take off. It'll be, I don't know, 4 to 6 weeks before that's ready, so right around Christmas time we should have some decent lettuce in here. And you can see the netting back here, we're still using that to keep the rabbit off of it. And we've got some oryx spinach on the other end of the bed that's in the same boat. We're keeping the netting up during the nighttime in order to keep the rabbit off of it. But just kind of a little bit of an update on what we were working on the other day. It's a little tough to see back there, but you can see it. And we'll touch base on those a couple more times before harvest. Have a good morning.